welcome back. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. You are joining us for the finale. It's the end of the line here for our Merkbor campaign. Episode 12, 3 glorious months of lots of character death. We're ready to put this all behind us and move on, so I think we've spent enough time in the dying world. Anyway, I am your host, the Great Unclean One. I welcome you for joining us tonight. As always, before we get started, be sure you stop by over on Facebook where you can catch up on all the latest news and announcements for the show. Follow us over on Spreaker where we host the podcast. Give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and iTunes. Help us grow the channel. And give us a sub over on our YouTube page where you can check out our various stuff in video format, including our 2 Tale of Gamers that we have going on for Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40,000. We just recorded episode 2 of our 40k one today, so that'll be out next week. Well, by the time you hear this, it'll already be out for a while, but we got Gen Con coming up next week as well. Very exciting. And what else? Be sure you stop by Patreon if you feel so inclined and you want to help support the show further, get us to bigger and better heights. Check out our Patreon where you can join us on one of 3 different tiers. Throw a couple coins in the Dragon's Hoard and help us keep things going and make things better. It does definitely help. So thank you to all of our Patreon supporters out there. You can also get access to a Patreon-only actual play that we've been playing called Tales from the Old World for Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition. That, at the time you hear this, you're probably going to be hearing the last episode of that will be airing, and we are going to be starting our new campaign next month in August, so more Warhammer Fantasy. So if you want something cool and unique that no one else gets a chance to really listen to, come on by and check it out. So it's the finale tonight. We're going to do one final round of introductions of our players. We are fortunate enough to have Tyler back just in time for the world to end. And Henry has returned to lead his boys into the fray. So we'll just go around the table here. Whoever wants to start off, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and I don't know, what do you think's going to happen tonight, other than the world ending?
I would like to start because I have a very interesting Fang deserter called Ager that is going to be playing, and I'm just so excited, Chris, because I have 5 hit points versus the past 3 characters that only had 2 hit points. And my character basically looks like an Uruk-hai, so you know what that means?
Blood for the Blood God?
Meat's back on the menu, boys!
Oh, you got heavy armor too. You'll actually survive more than one hit.
Oh, I'm fucking big bumping. We're doing good tonight.
Yeah. And a shield? What?
Bro, dude, it's the perfect loadout. He knows
Get
it.
wrecked.
Wow.
Ager the tank.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, not fucking around. Excellent. Well, we're happy to have you back. Excited. Very, very good stuff. Who's next?
I'll go. I'm Sean, and I'm playing Rilk, the Pale One. And he's still got his 16 HP and his trusty battle axe. I'm gonna keep using the good old battle axe.
That thing sucks so bad.
But it has never failed me. Always helps out.
Oh yeah.
What's gonna happen? I feel like the goblins are gonna make a comeback. Something's gonna happen with goblins. Ultimate enemy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tyler, how do you think it's gonna end tonight?
It's funny, listening to the show going on, I did not realize how big of a part of the lore the goblins were. So I'm going to, I'm with Sean on this. I think there's going to be a big goblin boss to fight.
Okay, all right. I like that.
It's probably got 9 hit points.
Oh, yeah.
99.
No, if you're putting stuff against Henry, it needs more than 9 hit points at this rate. Speaking of Henry, how are you tonight?
Yeah, this is the Frog. I'm still playing Henry Wright. That's been going pretty well. Excited for Gen Con also. And this is completely unrelated to that, but spent a bunch of time in Diablo 4 going through a guide to get all the Altar Lilith statues
Oh,
to
yeah.
prep for the next season, but also because I wanted to do the capstone dungeon. I thought that would be like difficult or something. It's like, this is the post-story content. This is where the game really begins. And I just sort of like steamrolled through it, and I was like, oh, I sort of thought that would be more interesting than.
What
No.
class are you playing?
Been playing Necromancer.
Right, that's a cool
Nice.
one. Way to go. Yeah.
Same too. No, I'm sorry. There's nothing interesting about Diablo Endgame.
Wow.
No.
I've been playing through Diablo 2 Resurrected. I picked that up a couple weeks ago. It was on sale. I really had a hankering for some old school, so I've been playing through as a druid, a class I never really played back in the day.
Druids
really-
rock.
I never really played the druid or the assassin. I tried the assassin for a while. I just couldn't make it work.
Yeah, Assassin is tough.
But
They
here
had
we
a
are-
very
here we are,
weird system.
jumping into Act 3. I finished Act 2 last week, so
Nice.
slow and steady. You know, I don't have a whole lot of time to play, but when I do, and I'm just playing offline. I'm not playing online. I don't want to deal with that. No.
Wait till you get to Ariat and you try to fight the Immortals again and get wrecked.
Oh, the Immortals are one of the best fights, man. I'm
Yep.
looking forward to that. All of Act 5 was perfect.
Oh
That is-
yeah, it was.
The Diablo 2 expansion pack is the epitome of what an expansion pack should be for a game.
I 100% agree. It was so good.
You know, and I know a lot of that was because it was cut content from the original Diablo 2. So they already had a bunch of work done on it. But despite that, like, everything about it was perfect. You get a full 6-mission act, you get 2 new characters, you get basically the story continuing because it was meant to be part of that, so it flows and just goes right into it. All the environments are super cool. Barbarian Homeland is fucking awesome.
The
Lots of cool
Siege
new
of
monsters.
Ariat is one of the
yeah.
most fun levels you've ever played through.
Hell
Especially
yeah,
your
man.
first time running through there. Yeah. Peak
Fighting-
content.
That was
Fighting the ancients and getting a shit ton of experience as the reward. All the rewards were cool too. You get to hire the barbarians as your new mercenaries. You get a shit ton of experience. You get the fucking scroll that gives you base resistances to all your resistances.
Oh yeah, you got
And then-
the potions. Yeah.
And then you get the quest where you get to put your name on one of your items and personalize it. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything in the game, but it's fucking cool, you know?
Yeah.
And then they added the rune word system. Epic. So every game company out there, look to Diablo Lord of
Ew.
Destruction as the epitome of perfection.
If you didn't 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Look
if you
to it
didn't,
now.
you should be. Yeah.
And Blizzard, go back and look at that.
Right? Well, I mean, that's
Right.
the thing. We have to tell them this because clearly they're not, right?
They're currently aware that they're screwing the pooch.
Yeah, so all right. And Kyle, how are you tonight? What's going on?
Hey, I'm good. This game has been so much fun. I'm excited. I will be playing Mundo, Pale One.
Another
weak.
pale one? You've had like 4.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Best
I
class,
can't
man.
seem to stay away. And let's see. Yeah, I actually just finished a piece based on Cravenford for the Patreon, so check that out. And then how things are gonna end tonight. I feel like we're gonna have a zoom out moment, and it's gonna be like the end of Men in Black, where the land is like used as a marble or like a sphere for some ancient primordial celestial game.
Okay.
And we're gonna be swallowed by something.
All right. And Henry, what is your prediction for this evening?
I was thinking also swallowed by something, but not quite as big. I was actually wondering if our old companion that we threw into the crystal depths would like jump up as a vengeful ghost and be like, "The fools." Sinners
You want to get
die."
V-rocked by V-Rack?
Yeah, the final boss is Kyle.
That would be funny.
Shit.
All right. Well, I am the Great Unclean One, your host as always. I actually started playing. I turned on my PlayStation for the first time in probably like 8 months today, and I finally started playing Days Gone.
Oh, that's a
And,
fun game. I
Oh,
like
how
it.
is it?
It fucking took like an hour to get to that point though, because I had to update the PlayStation. I had to fucking download the game, install the game, and it was like 45 minutes later. It's like fucking finally. It's like, oh great, my controller's already running out of juice because it's been so
Jeez.
long. So I enjoyed it. It plays, in my opinion, it seems to play a little bit like The Last of Us as far as the gameplay goes. You know, you find crafting materials. It's got stealth built into the game. It's got kind of that survival thing. I didn't dig the way the motorcycles handle. I've only done the first part. They seemed really, really like difficult to control. But the game has stealth moments, and I really enjoy trying to stealth kill everything that I can. And I just got access to the crossbow, so now I can live out all my Daryl Dixon fantasies. So,
Nice.
I mean, that's pretty exciting, to be honest. And I finally used my PlayStation after like a year. I'm like, I should probably, maybe not even fucking have PlayStation Plus. I never even used this thing, but here we are. Also, for Tyler, Kyle, and Sean, I don't know if you guys heard, but the Friday the 13th game is going to be going offline at the end of the year because the license is done.
I did see that.
So I was thinking in October, there is a Friday the 13th.
Oh,
Maybe we
yeah.
have one last hurrah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
All right.
Uh-huh.
That'd be
Awesome.
fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
Dead by Daylight's just gonna buy it as soon as it's done. They've been waiting for this moment. I have to imagine, right?
Yeah, we'll see. Did you see they just released Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight?
Yeah.
I've been following the story. I think it's
So
pretty
dumb.
wild.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's hilarious.
No explanation. It's just, well, no, he had a Nick Cage.
Yeah.
He wanted to be in it. He thought it
It's
was
not
cool.
like it's Renfield. It's just it's Nick Cage.
No. Yeah, it's just him.
Epic.
Is he a killer or is he a survivor?
That's a great question.
I'm pretty sure he's a survivor.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure
I'm
he's a
sure.
survivor.
Nicolas Cage is just a serial killer now in this
Yeah,
universe.
I haven't kept up with DBD. I haven't played it in a while. I've missed the last couple chapters. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Great.
It's so funny.
I'll give them props, man. They release new stuff on such a frequent
They
basis.
do, and they make original content too.
Yeah,
It's
they have a
not
good mix
all-
of stuff.
The next movie killer. Like they try to find cool, interesting characters.
Yeah. I still think their leveling system sucks, because basically every character is the same as far as like once you unlock perks. And the more characters they add, the harder it is to unlock perks because there's more of them to unlock, which I think is a very piss poor way to do it. But the game is fun as hell, and the fact that it was free on PlayStation Plus, so the only money I've spent is if I bought like DLC characters and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
epic. Like,
it's a perfect free game to give away.
Yeah, and they must be doing it right. So, anywho, I won't tell you how the world's going to end because I already have the answer to that. But let's see what happens if our party can get to that point. So, alas, we left. The group had made their way to the valley in the forest of Sarkash up in the north. They had journeyed there after the deacon had given you guys a vision she had from the Becklure, claiming that an ancient evil had awakened from its prison and was going to bring about the doom of the world. So, Henry took his faithful companions and a couple extra guards with him as you guys journeyed there. A long, dangerous journey that took a couple days. You met a death cult outside the valley who showed you this weird rotting mouth in the ground that you were able to give blood, and it opened up and let you go through, which led to a tunnel that led into the valley. You got attacked by zombies that were frozen in the ice, started coming out of the walls, and killed a person or two, and then you met a strange creature whose name escapes me at the moment. Sarku, the weird ghost monster with the weird tongue, who explained that he used to be a advisor to the demon that was in the valley. Gave you some information, and you eventually ran across some of the rot priests that worshipped and helped the demon spawn. It was a tough fight. You did overcome them, though, although their touch left your skin rotting and poisoned, so you could not heal and had to, go through the rest of the valley with damaged and not at full health. Eventually, you made your way to a necropolis that was just outside the big cyclone. You discovered that the rot priests had these medallions, which you thought were the key to get into the cyclone, and you managed to use those to gain access to it. And within the cyclone, there was this massive structure, this ziggurat, where you found the cyclone was emerging from a big hole in the floor in the center of the main chamber, tearing through the roof, and down below there was a fleshy cavern that had what was this black beating heart, which you eventually discovered was the heart of Dread Akun, the demon spawn. A bloody battle ensued, leaving 2 more guards dead and Rilk and Henry on the back foot, but after dropping the demon, I think 2 or 3 times, you finally pieced together that you had to destroy the heart, and you did so with an awesome diving leap attack from the top of the hole, and finally banished the demon. The cyclone has dissipated, and all is quiet. So we will start back up there with the 2 of you, Rilk and Henry, having pulled Henry out of the hole. The 2 of you are there now in this quiet, still, and empty ziggurat.
Cool. Is there anything useful or glinting or shiny?
I believe there is. Let me check my notes.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, that was from the last dungeon. No, there is nothing down there but the rotting husk of the now unbeating black heart.
Cool. Alright, well, I mean, if there's nothing in here, then I guess we should just leave, right?
Yeah, so our mission was to kill the demon spawn, and I think we've done that.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times, yeah.
The 2 of you may get better, though, because you did survive one last battle.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
Let's get her done.
Nice, nice.
Okay,
Wow,
okay.
Real.
Did well.
+5 strength
All right.
now.
Nicely done.
5 health and +1 to all stats.
Still
I
very
lost a
good.
toughness.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Me and Henry both lost toughness. No.
It says gain 1 toughness.
Oh, damn. Okay, never mind. I'm just reading that wrong. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but... Wow, presence went up though.
Jeez.
Really
Is it
down
at 5
presence.
now for you?
Yeah, it had gone down last time.
I mean,
Toughness was at 5 and it's gone down.
You are the presence master in this
Yeah.
game, we have determined,
Yeesh.
so...
Yeah. Ain't
Ah.
nothing he can't cast.
However, you
Chosen one
find
knows
nothing,
all.
which makes sense. Yeah, there's nothing here to loot, just the self-satisfaction of another mission accomplished.
Job well done.
Yep, that's about it. So what do the 2 of you like to do at this point?
Well, I was gonna say, can we get out of this rotting valley?
Yes?
We'd have to go through the mouth filled
Yeah, you
with
can-
skeletons again.
Go back through the
skeletal
tunnel.
mouth. Yeah.
I'm gonna, I guess, test a med kit on myself and hope that.
Oh, that's
Rotting.
right. The rotting.
It was only the damage from the rot we determined last time, right?
Yes.
No,
No,
it was
it's
not. We
yeah.
did test a med kit because I tried to heal Henry, and it's just they can't heal. Which is so bad.
No, the when you try to patch your wounds, nothing happens. It does not work.
Cool.
Okay, well then I guess
We appear to still be cursed.
yeah.
Perhaps it will fade once we leave this godforsaken place.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we could just try cutting out the rot. I'm not a doctor, but oh well, yeah, let's just leave the valley.
Okay. Well, to your surprise and to your satisfaction, when you go through the tunnel, all of the undead that you either see frozen in the ice or that you had fought previously are unmoving and dead on the ground. And you can tell that they are now basically withered husks of what they were before. Clearly, whatever magic the demon had is what was sustaining them. I think at one point you guys did hear that she was building an undead army, and so you now see the signs that that army is no more. You eventually get back to the mouth. It does open up this time when you get there. It appears that it's no longer alive. It seems like it too has died. And you once again find yourself on the edge of the valley, near where the Death Cultist camp was at.
Damn. Well, I guess we'll just go back to Cravenford. Unless we want to talk to the Death Cultists again.
Yeah, do you guys go and speak with them at all? At this point, by the time you get out of the valley, it is getting close to nightfall. It probably is night by the time you guys get back. So
yeah, we had a full day. Well, maybe we can get some rest.
Yeah, I feel like I would prefer not to unless there's something in particular you think we'd like to offer them.
I mean, they were here to find their own stuff. It didn't seem like they were chasing after the demon, so. But I mean, now we could just let them know that the path is clear and they can go search whatever they want. But we could probably do it in the morning. I don't know if I want to sleep near them.
you guys find a different place to make camp then?
I mean, the alternative is like there are a lot of them and they could protect us too. You know, a big safety in numbers, right? Because our other 5 companions are all dead now.
Unless I'm mistaken, they were a death cult. Those are the people we're talking about?
Covered in bones, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we would like to just camp somewhere else.
Sure.
Okay. Well, you guys set up camp, and you rest, or you attempt to rest. And while you are able to sleep and get some shut-eye, when you awake the following day, your wounds are still not healing.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
It doesn't look like the rot has gotten any worse, but it definitely has not gotten better either.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get up the next day, you can see that the Death Cult camp still seems to be there. You can still see smoke coming from, the big fire they have set up.
So we don't heal from arrest. Do we get omens?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a little bit of benefit there. Well, I mean, on our way back, we can just stop by and let them know the demon's dead, and we're just going back home. Job done, right?
All right. Well, you do so, and they're surprised to see you. They listen aptly as you tell them your tale, and they congratulate you and thank you for clearing the valley. They agree and decide that they'll go and start exploring it today. They'll hook you guys up with any like minor supplies you might need if you're running low on food or water.
Yeah,
And
probably.
more importantly, they offer to send 2 of their members with you since all your companions are dead. And those 2 are 2 guys by the name of Mundo and Ager.
Nice.
So if you guys would like to introduce your characters, you're now officially members of the Blighted Bulwark.
Hello. I was waiting for you to come back.
nice.
Ager
yes.
is very scary looking. Again, he pretty much looks like the Uruk-hai with the half helm. He has a very giant mouth filled with very sharp teeth. And he seems like his lips have just been like chewed off or ripped off, so you just see the teeth constantly. And he's like, you know, when you look at someone and you're like, there's something wrong with this guy. Like, I'm sure that's everyone in Bork, but he's constantly like kind of shaking and kind of twitchy. Like, there's something wrong with this guy.
A little bit more for him.
Yeah, a little bit more than most people's wrong. But he seems nice so far.
Yeah, next to him would be Mundo. Big old portly fellow, short, draped in a lot of black cloth. Is a pale one. Can't really see his face. You just see beady little eyes, and if you could see through the shadow, you'd see a pencil-thin mustache. And he's got a little bit of a limp, and you'll catch him eating bugs, which is just disgusting, but that's who he is. He's got a very high-pitched voice. Oh, yes.
Albert?
You bet.
Oh, yes. Wonderful.
My Undertaker.
Well, you have your 2 companions, and unless there's anything else you would like to ask or do with the cult, you may begin your journey back home.
He would check to see if like they know of any way to like cure this rot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Try to suddenly be like, know you anything of the rot priests below?
Give me a presence test.
Okay.
I'm doing one. It's 2.
Oh
1.
man.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna use an omen. Jeez.
Right off the bat, a 2 and a 1.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Much
21.
better.
Yeah.
They listen to your tale, and their leader says, if the rot priests are dead and the demon is dead, then he says it's probably either that you need to find some sort of magical healing, or perhaps just given time, or if you get away from the valley, perhaps the valley itself is what's causing the lingering curse.
Okay.
That's sort of what I was hoping for.
That's good news, right? Yeah.
He does confirm it doesn't seem to be spreading. It's more like it's just stopped. So.
And before it sort of, while we were in the valley, it kind of looked like it had started to spread more.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good news.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten any worse since you killed the demon. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Well, you mentioned magical healing. Do you know of any of that?
No, our magic is not really that of giving life, that
Oh.
of taking it and snuffing it out.
Fair enough. I didn't want to walk out here without asking.
Well.
Thank you for your assistance.
Safe travels.
And good luck to you too.
And at that, they begin to pack up their camp and begin to head towards the remains of the rotting mouth and make their way down into the valley. So, with your new companions, I will need someone to please roll me a D3.
Okay, I'll throw one out. Flash one. A big ol'
Alright,
one.
and then please roll me a D20.
Okay. Then I also need to roll for my power, so I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh, an unclean scroll. Cringe.
I will as well. 4. Ooh.
What'd you guys get?
Kinesis.
I got a sacred scroll. I just gotta see what I'm rolling here.
I think 4, 5, 6 is unclean scroll.
Oh, well then, disregard. Palms open the southern gate. What?
I don't think we've had
Oh,
that one
shit.
before.
A ball of fire hits D2 creatures, dealing D8 damage per creature.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Gimme.
All right, and you rolled a 10 on the D20.
Right.
Okay. So on the first day of the journey back to Cravenford, you come across a large monastery that is on a hill just off the beaten path. As you guys are passing it, you can hear the sounds of chanting. Sounds like kind of like a monk type chant, kind of coming from within and rolling over the hills. There is a symbol at the top of the monastery. If everybody wants to give me a presence test, this would be DR 14.
Hey, net 20. Pew, pew, pew.
All right. For those of you that passed, especially for Rilk, this is. Hold on, where'd my thing go? It is a monastery to Neshrabul, who is basically the prophet of the apocalypse, the guy that supposedly wrote down all of the potential prophecies of the two-headed basilisk and how the world would end. Some say they kind of refer to him as the prophet of the two-headed basilisk.
Okay. Does this remind us of the group of traveling, like, religious people that beat the shit out of us a few weeks back?
No, those people didn't really have any iconography on them.
Okay. Well, do we want to stop at a monastery and see if we can sleep for the night, or?
I don't know. I don't suppose any of you have experience with folks of this ilk?
Well, with a nat 20, Rilk,
Oh.
you would know that people who worship Neshrabul typically are those that seek to fulfill the prophecy of the end of the world.
Oh, okay. I'll say that out loud. Yeah, they seek to fulfill the prophecy of the end of the world. Maybe we don't want to hang out with them, actually.
I agree. We
Sure.
should move on then.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. It's too bad.
Oh no.
All right. Well, with somebody else, please roll me a d6. I'm sorry, d3. As you continue your journey. Day 2, you're nearing the large bridge that leads back to the peninsula where Cravenford is located. Mundo.
2.
Roll me a d20, please.
All right. 7.
Okay. Eventually, you come to a fork in the road that you do not, well, the other two do not recall having passed on their way here. There are no road signs of any sort. There's nothing that indicates where either of these paths go.
Oh. And we don't see anything like wagon wheel tracks or anything like that?
No.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, boys, which way do we want to go? Just hold the stick up, let it fall, and whichever way it falls, that's the direction we go, or?
That sounds like a great idea.
All right.
yeah.
So we'll do a 1d2.
Okay.
1 is left, 2 is right, I guess.
All right.
Left.
Okay. Roll me a d6, please.
Oh, shit. Someone else want to roll that?
I got it.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Okay.
I'll let someone else hold the errors here. Yeah.
Donk! There you
Double
go, big ol'
ones.
1.
Easy.
All right, so you begin traveling down this path. It's hard to tell if you recognize any of the landscape that you're passing. The day is cool. There's a slight mist or fog here and there. It's not too thick, though. You can see, a good 50 to 100 yards ahead of you, but it's still kind of lingering. Trees are sparse, mostly hanging over the road, rickety looking, leafless. The sky is just a pale gray, very lifeless void. As you are making your way, you come across a village in the depths of the woods. Seems like the path continues on through the village. When you get here, though, it looks deserted. The buildings, I guess the best way to envision it, if anyone recalls, the way the village of Tristram looks in the very first opening scene of Diablo 1. Everything looks old and decrepit. There's the occasional door or window shutter just gently banging in the breeze. Paint has peeled off whatever's left of these buildings, and they look waterlogged, decrepit. In particular, you all can see signs of the black salt. Clearly had come through here and destroyed whatever was here. It stains the wood, the ground. Strangely, though, you do not see any bodies.
I'm Henry. I thought we pretty sure we stopped this, right?
Stopped in this village, or?
No, the black salt, the apocalypse. I thought we ended this.
Oh.
That's why we We lost B-Rack.
Poor fellow.
He's in a better place with the Becklor. Nothing bad can happen with the Becklor, right?
That's right. And Ager makes the sign of the Becklor and he starts gnashing his disgusting teeth.
Oh,
Oh,
did you
my
want to? Did you both want to join the Becklor too? We were looking for converts.
Guess
Who
not.
means you two?
Yeah.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
I could be convinced.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's pretty great. We have, like a pool called the Crystal Depths where we throw traders or occasional
Ooh.
sacrifices.
Ager just starts rummaging through one of the houses.
You find in one of the homes, you find 6 rations of food that appear to be unspoiled and untouched by the black salt.
Interesting. Well, look at this. What you make of this? It's not spoiled by the black salt.
So does food normally get spoiled, turn to ash or something when it gets in contact with the black salt?
Everything does.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't just destroy humans; it's everything. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Well, how the fuck did that happen?
Well,
Yeah.
that's fortunate.
Can we search through more of the town for any signs of life?
Sure. You guys each want to give me a presence test. Go right ahead.
I'll loot through some stuff. They're still scrapping around. May as well take a look.
Give it a shot.
23.
15 for Henry.
All right.
6.
Henry and Rilk, you do not find any bodies. There are no signs of anyone in the village. However, you do find that the well in the town is miraculously tainted from the black salt. The water still looks clear and fresh as you would expect a typical well to look.
Huh.
You might find a couple other bits of equipment here and there, maybe some silver, but no signs of people, no signs of anything else.
So we see the signs of the black salt, but we don't see what would be scorch marks if a person was, burned away by the black salt. So we don't see even any remains.
Correct.
Well, maybe they all fled somewhere safe. Maybe they're too going to Cravenford.
Well, I suppose if you folks are thirsty, fill up your water skins at the well and we should continue on.
Yeah. So fill up my water skin so we, have plenty of water for the way back.
Yeah, I'll take a drink and scoot on, I guess.
Okay. The rest of the day is rather uneventful, although the signs of the black salt do not end at this village. They continue on your path. Eventually you have to make camp for the evening. And would somebody please roll me a d12?
1d12.
Oh, I was just about.
Okay.
7.
All right. Who has the highest presence? I'm assuming it's Henry.
It's definitely not me.
Henry's at +5, yeah.
Oh, almost maxed out.
Jesus.
Roll me
You're the
a
Becklor.
Cool.
presence test. Chosen one.
The
Oh,
Becklor
someone's
only
in
has
it.
+6.
13?
It's only DR12. So in the night, all right, as you guys are sleeping and have made camp for the night,
Uh-oh.
Henry, either you're on guard or perhaps you awaken to a sound, and it's dark. The fire is dying, so there's not much light left. But you do see a shape nearby going through one of your bags that you guys have. It's one that you guys had put some of the food in that you found from the village the day before. Not a very large creature. It looks roughly the size of probably anywhere between like a large cat and a small dog on all fours, but you can't quite tell what it is from where you are.
I think I'll just make a ruckus and try to get everybody up and maybe spook it off. Oi! What is that?
All right, everybody can make a presence test that's not awake. DR10, and you wake up.
Away.
Oh, nat one. Ager is snoozing.
Oh my god, he saw
Alright.
logs
Yeah.
for sure.
Mundo rolls over.
Yep. Ager doesn't move at all. He is in the depths of
He's
a really
dead to the
great
world.
dream. But Rilk, you are awoken, and you too see this creature. Your noise gets its attention, Henry. It turns towards you, and you see two beady green eyes that kind of shine in the dying embers of the fire. And it when it turns now, you can kind of see its full silhouette. It definitely looks like some sort of canine creature, probably about the size of like a coyote or a fox. It looks a little more lean and thin. It's got pointed ears that are sticking up, and it's got a very large bushy tail. It's regarding you cautiously, kind of tilting its head.
Be terribly startled.
It doesn't run off.
Guess I'll draw my sword and sort of slowly step towards it.
As you do, it takes a couple cautious steps towards you. At this point, it's kind of in the dying light of the fire, and you can see that it looks like a fox. It's hard to tell the colors in the dark, though. It doesn't look like it's like an orange typical color that you think of a fox, but that's what it looks like. It's kind of sniffing the air in your direction.
I'll make waving gestures at it and be like, "Go, get out of here! Scram beast!"
It actually cocks its head, and it sits, staring at you.
Guess I'm gonna stare at it for a bit, and look towards the tent and wonder if anybody else has gotten up.
Yeah, Rilk will walk out now with his shield and his battle axe.
Yeah, you see this fox
shoo.
sitting there staring at Henry.
Oh, it's just a fox.
It was going through our bag and hasn't run off.
Okay, just throw up some food. We should be good, right? I mean, it's a fox. Are there more? I'll look out in the darkness.
No, you do not see or hear any others.
Henry goes through his pockets and is like, "I don't think I have any on me."
I got some dried food. Hold on. So he'll just throw some dried food on the ground for the animal.
All right. It sniffs it for a moment, and then it eats it up,
Nice.
licks its chops, and it takes a couple more steps towards you, and then it like sits again, and it's got its head cocked, looking at you, sniffing.
Very friendly fox. Well, good luck, Henry. I'm going back to sleep. He's gonna go back into his tent.
The fox does a little fox yip when you turn to leave.
Okay. What's going on, little fox?
It's still sniffing the air in your direction.
It's just sniffing the air?
Well, you can tell it's sniffing in your direction.
Okay. I guess I'll get closer.
At this point, it begins to like pant, like a dog that's like waiting for a treat.
Oh. Okay.
Like his tongue is like hanging out of his mouth, and he's it almost looks like he's like smiling. You know how dogs do sometimes when they
Yeah.
do that?
The doggy smile.
Yeah.
I'll give him more food, pet him, and I guess that's it. Wait for him to inevitably betray me.
Yeah, so you give him some more food, which he happily devours.
Okay.
And then you go to pet him, and he lets out this growl, which turns into the most distorted screech that lasts for a good 6 seconds. It goes from sounding like an animal to sounding like a person screaming. And as this scream goes on for those 6 seconds, the creature literally triples in size. But it's as if there's a larger creature inside of this thing. Basically, at all the joints, the skin splits and shreds as this thing just grows to disgusting proportions, basically leaving raw, bloody, dripping muscles in place of where there was fur. The mouth splits along the corners like the Joker smile all the way up to its ears, and the head opens up almost 180 degrees,
Jesus.
revealing 2 rows of teeth on both the top and bottom jaw, and a long, thin tongue. And it lets out this ear-piercing screech, which wakes up the others. And I will need initiative.
Oh, so cool. Fuck you, Chris.
Just to fox my ass.
No, I was wrong, Hogan. Oh, Beckler, save me.
As that happens, its tail splits down the middle in 2, and rather than being bushy foxtails, it looks like they start to coil like a snake, but they end in what look like the stinger of like you'd see on a scorpion. And it attacks. Rilk, it attacks you.
Yeah.
It lashes out with its tongue. Please give me a defensive roll at DR 14.
Okay. And damage D6 or D8?
It is damage D6.
Okay.
Ooh, almost a nat 20 there.
Almost.
Okay, so the tongue strikes you. As it wraps around your arm, you can see that it has small little like spikes on it that try to basically clasp onto your arm. You don't take any damage, but it hits you, so it does grab you. I will need you to make a strength test here to break out of its grapple, and this will be DR 16.
Oof. I'm gonna re-roll that. Okay, there we go. 20.
All right. It's got some serious strength behind it, but you manage to avoid getting pulled towards it, and you wrench your arm free, and the tongue, kind of snaps back into its mouth. You guys may act.
Cool. I will attack back, I guess. It's DR 12?
It's 14.
Okay, and then armor?
D6.
So thick.
6.
Big fox.
Takes 2 damage. Trusty battle axe.
All right.
Henry's
I
like,
fed you, you piece of shit.
When you hit it, it lets out that screech that sounds like a person. Who's next?
Henry's gonna run up and strike it with the Chaos Blade.
Oh shit.
Got 14.
Oh my goodness.
10 minus 3 armor is 7 damage.
All right, you get a huge chunk as you cut its side, its flank. It lets out another screech of pain. Newcomers, what would you like to do?
I mean, would we have established that Mundo has gotten up, or
Oh
would
yeah.
we say this turn is like him getting up?
No,
Oh,
you-
he's
you
up?
can-
Okay.
You can do something, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna like rocket right out with this palms open the southern gate.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds like
And
a
we'll
martial
see if,
arts technique.
It really does.
I know.
13
Fine.
palms open the southern gate to heaven.
5-fingered exploding heart technique.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Fail?
You got some omens,
Can
right?
can I drop? Well, I can't even drop at 4, right? Shit.
you can just
I'll have to
re-roll.
re-roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll re-roll.
It's the worst attack ever.
I know. This is what usually happens with my power wielding. Yeah. Oh my god.
Even worse. Okay.
Okay.
Well, You take 2 damage. And
Cool.
yeah. And the music's not working. Fuck.
For me.
I can hear it.
That's not working on my end with this one.
God damn it.
So yeah, you see Mundo jut out his pudgy little arms and start to wiggle his hands, and then it looks like just an invisible force smacks him right in the face. Oh no!
Ager?
Do a regular old attack. It was 14, you said?
Yes. What do you have for a weapon?
I got a good old knife.
Nice.
1d4.
Nice.
I mean, he's stacked with the armor, but he's just got a really shitty knife. I have
You can-
a...
You can bite people with your teeth, too.
Yeah, but it causes a free attack.
So?
It does? Ooh.
So?
On a 1 or 2, the enemy gets a free attack.
I'm playing it safe for the first round, alright? I'd like
What
to
would be
last
cooler
more
than-
than one round of combat
What would
here.
be cooler than biting the fox?
I
mean-
mean, surviving a round of combat, but, you know,
Also true.
Not
Also
with a
true.
7.
no,
Alright.
not with a 7.
Okay. Well, on the creature's turn, it's going to strike out at the 2 people that hurt it. So Rilk and Henry. The 2 stingers from its twin tails attack.
Okay.
DR 14, please.
And D6 damage again?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Nope, don't dodge. Oh, fuck.
It's a lot of dice rolling around here.
Ah, dang.
Alright.
He hits me, but the light armor blocks it.
What a champ.
Alright, so Rilk, you take damage,
Yeah.
and I need you to make a toughness test.
No.
As you can see a dark liquid dripping off the end of the tail.
Only a 10.
Alright, you feel instant burning pain where the tail strikes you in your wound. You begin to feel your body slow and spasm. All tests until the poison stops are at +4 DR.
Oh my god.
And you guys are up.
Nothing.
Barbs are poison, boys.
Yeah, I guess Henry's gonna jump in with a knife. Start to take it down.
Just
With
a
repeated
knife?
Stabs. Big knife, the chaos knife. Oof, 8 minus the 5 for his armor is 3 damage.
Okay, you do a little bit more damage, but not as great of a hit as the first time.
I do 2 more damage.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
DR 18 now. Jesus.
Still pretty good.
Yeah.
Bad 11, miss.
Okay.
All right, Mundo's gonna collect himself and use his sword. So it is 14 and a d6. No way.
Nice.
Oh, nat 20!
What the fuck?
Crit. Maximum
Bro.
damage.
Max damage and it blocked minimum. King. New
Mundo,
Oh my
my
God.
boy! Oh
king. Mundo goes where he pleases.
So, Mundo, how do you kill this horrifying creature?
yeah! No.
Yes.
So cool.
Let's say that it's rearing back to do another scream, so it's like neck is exposed, and Mundo will take a leap off of say Ager and plunge the sword into its neck and then just like slide down to its belly
Yeah.
The
and just
scream
like get covered with it.
slowly dissipates until it is nothing, and the creature collapses to the ground in a heap. And all is quiet.
Oh, I can go back to bed.
Good fight, lads.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
Ager, brushes off his bloodless knife because he didn't hit anything.
Good work, boys. Really
I
appreciate
really
the
showed him
assist.
what for, One of these cha-cha-cha. And he stabs his knife around. It looked ridiculous because he didn't hit anything.
Love it.
You can tell, now that the thing is dead and still, it looks like what's left of the fur is caked in black salt.
Wait, this thing survived black salt.
Ooh.
Or maybe the black salt changed it into this thing, eh?
Oh, wow, that's actually more horrifying.
Ah,
Yikes.
well, I guess we shouldn't chop it up and eat it then.
Nope.
Let's continue onward.
I mean, the meat's already salted.
Hey,
Fucking got him, bro. Yeah, let's finish our rest and then get back to Cravenford where we know it's safe.
All right. Well, good news, everybody. When you rest, you actually get health back this
Oh,
time.
fucking thank God.
oh,
We're getting so close to death with that thing.
So you do heal when you sleep that night.
So good to hear. Okay, love to see it.
Ooh.
New power.
a big 2.
All right.
Clean.
A little bit of health here and there.
Death.
Well, that's just as well.
Yes.
There we go, baby.
Excellent. All right. Well, you have 1 day remaining until you suspect you'll be back at Cravenford. Would somebody please roll me another D3?
Who hasn't gone yet, boys?
I guess I haven't done one in a while. I'll do
Yeah.
a D3.
Who wants to
go?
fuck it up this time?
Yeah.
Number 1.
All you guys do are roll 1s and 2s. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I know, it's really tough sometimes.
All right. Roll me another D20.
16, that's pretty high, right? That's gotta be good.
All right. So you eventually reach the massive gargantuan bridge that takes you most of the day to cross to get back to the peninsula, across the black depths of the Mur. When you get to the other side and you are within sight of Cravenford on the horizon, you come across a group. There's a small battle taking place. You're probably about 10 miles from Cravenford at this point. Maybe a little less. But there's up ahead on the road. There's a fight taking place between probably, you guess, 100 or 200 individuals. One side appears to be a group of cultists. However, these cultists all have marks of flayed skin. Anywhere that you see exposed skin, it appears flayed and raw, revealing bloody wounds and raw muscles underneath. They're fighting against what looks like, all intensive purposes, creatures made of rock and dirt and mud. The creatures are heavily outnumbered, but they are 2 to 3 times the size of a man, and with one swoop, seem to crush cultists left and right. What would you like to do?
We don't know what these creatures are. We have not seen them before.
No, you've never seen such a thing.
Never seen
Well-
anything like that in all my life.
Cultists are
Mudmen.
bad, so
And their skin is all flayed.
If you guys would like to
Yeah.
give me presence tests, you may learn
Ugh.
more.
Sure.
Sure. Give it
A good old 4.
click. Ooh, got a 19. Or 24, I guess.
Whoa.
ooh yeah.
Mundo's on his game, got a 17.
King.
Okay, for the two of you that passed, you notice as you watch this battle unfold, you notice there's one of the earth creatures that it seems to have been felled nearby. And now that it's closer and you've caught your eye, you can tell that the dirt and mud and rocks that make this creature up. Basically, it's like an earth elemental is the best way to describe it. So, it's a thing of earth, but every part of it is stained black with black salt.
Hmm.
You also can't help but notice that the skies above have been darkening all day.
Hmm. That can't be good.
No, probably not. Should we help those people fight the black salt monsters? Or just say, let them deal with their own shit?
If there's any way to avoid this conflict, I don't know if we'd necessarily get along with either side. Were they
Yeah, I think we should
victorious?
move on to Cravenford.
Yeah. Sounds good, boys.
Okay. I will need stealth tests, please. To make this simple, whoever has the lowest stealth will roll.
Shit.
Just do one roll for the whole group.
I've got
that-
+1.
Agility, presumably.
That's agility. I'm at 0 agility. Anyone got negative?
Oh, that'd be me, not -2, sorry.
Shit.
I'm a piece of shit!
Well, you get to roll.
Yeah.
Alright, which one? Agility?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Don't fuck up.
Alright.
Ooh.
Wow.
What a king.
Okay, so with a 13, you do manage to skirt your way through some terrain, debris, going between trees and rocks and hills, and you are able to avoid any serious encounters, leaving the small fight behind you on the road. As you near Cravenford, it's getting darker, both as the clouds above grow thicker and blacker, but also as the day nears night. The signs of the black salt are indisputable at this point. The area around everything appears to be coated. Even the cliff faces that make up the plateau that Cravenford sits upon appear darker. And as you make your way into the town, the signs of the black salt are everywhere. Even the great rotting oak appears to have been, or still been affected, although it still stands. When you guys return, there is clearly some excitement that the Chosen One has returned once again. But at the same time, you can see desperate looks in everybody's eyes, as clearly they are scared and afraid of what is happening and what may yet come. The forest closes up behind you guys when you actually do reach the town. You are cut off from the outside world once more as night falls. What do you do?
Probably go to the rotting oak, right?
Sure, you can do that.
Show the new guys around. Welcome to
Also go
Cravenford.
talk to the deacon. Let her know. Job well done. Also, what's going on?
As you make your way through the town, it becomes obvious that perhaps the things are not as they should be. While it does not seem like a massive storm has ripped through, it does appear that the black salt has not stopped completely. The beacon of sunlight that you guys saw some time ago has long since disappeared. The world seems even bleaker and darker than before. Upon reaching the rotting oak, you meet once again with the deacon, who praises your return and beckons you all inside. She doesn't really pay any heed to your new companions, but she speaks to you, Henry, and of course Rilk as well. She seems pleased that you have returned and that you have slain the demon. But she says, Chosen One, I fear we have one final test. One more challenge from the Becklure before we are delivered from this evil. Will you all join me tonight for one final sermon, one final prayer to seek our salvation?
Yeah.
Yes, we shall. May I ask what has happened here in Cravenford while we were away?
It is not just Cravenford, Chosen One. The end draws near. I fear perhaps your victory at the lair of the Swamp Witch was only temporary. We have only one course of action now. That is to call upon the Becklure to come to Cravenford, save our town, and save us all. She, as you guys are discussing this, she says, she looks to the two companions, the two new ones, and she says, Chosen One, I must speak with you, and you alone, for you are the key.
Very well. Could you give us a minute? I sort of shoo the gang away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Show them the barracks,
Three of you depart, go back to the barracks.
Yeah. Here's our gruel, and here's the food, and here's the commander. He doesn't like any of us, and good times.
Yeah, so when you guys get back, you got a lot more people than normal, Rilk, giving you guys the stink eye. and you can hear people muttering things under their breath, like mockingly saying, "Oh, look, it's the Chosen One's, posse. Some Chosen One he turned out to be. Looks like we're doomed anyway," that sort of thing.
Hmm.
And when you enter, you do notice, you catch Captain Graft is up on a balcony looking down in the cafeteria area where you guys eat, and he is staring at you guys hard.
Shit. Cool.
Some people think that you did not slay the demon you were sent to slay. Some of them think you've just returned cowardly, having not been able to destroy it. Otherwise, why would the world be ending? Others say that killing the demon has just set things in motion, and you should never have gone there in the first place.
Hmm.
But it is clear that there are quite a few of the remaining guards that are not pleased with how things are transpiring.
Hmm. Well, I think we should check out another place, guys. We're not getting a very warm reception here. Oh boy.
As you guys leave, you can hear a few more jeers like, "Yeah, that's right. Run with your tail between your legs." Things of that nature.
Ain't none of them fought a demon, so I don't give a shit. Bunch of rank 1 guards over here thinking they're rank 2. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, NPCs, you didn't come on the quest with us.
You guys fucking died of goblins. Fucking fighting a goddamn demon. Okay.
Sounds like they're out of dialogue options, if you ask me.
Meanwhile, back at the Rotting Oak, the deacon begins to light the many, many candles that line the walls and pews and altar. And as she does, she beckons you to follow her, and she speaks once again to you, Henry. "Chosen One, the end is nigh. Netribul's prophecies have come true. Despite all of our efforts, all of your efforts, we are still tested. We are still doomed. But I believe that the Becklure can still save us and shield us from this storm. Do you believe this as well? Do you truly believe in your heart and in your soul that he can protect us?"
He has kept Cravenford safe until today, and believe we can continue to do so.
Then there is only one thing left to do. My sermon tonight will be one that I have been working on for some time, trying to find a way to avert the end, trying to bring the Becklure into this world to grant us his power and shield us from destruction. All the parts of the ritual are nearly ready and nearly complete, but we have been waiting for one such as you, Chosen One. I told you some time ago that you would be called upon to make a decision, one that could not only affect every soul in Cravenford, but perhaps the very world. It's time for you to make that decision. And she's quiet for a moment, letting that all sink in. At this point, you've kind of made your way around the temple, and she has brought you back towards the altar. She says, "Go now and be with your companions. Return at midnight. We will have one final sermon, and we will bring the Becklure to our home."
Very well.
So we'll assume you eventually catch up with the others. Perhaps you go to the barracks and get much the same treatment. But you eventually catch up with Rilk and the others.
Boss.
Hello again. You didn't say anything to sour the lads at the barracks, did you?
Not anything besides hi, how you doing? Good to see everyone.
They seem
A little agitated.
quite in ill mood.
They just don't like us.
Or might have called them NPCs.
Not sure what that is, but yeah, that might have happened too.
Well, I suppose I don't have much to communicate on my side either. Deaconess was, as always, quite vague and spoke mainly in sort of ominous notes of foreboding doom.
Yeah.
But we are to meet again for perhaps a final sermon after
Okay.
midnight.
We should probably get some rest. We've been traveling all day, and now she wants us up, right when we're normally supposed to sleep. Okay. Job's never done.
What would you guys like to do in your remaining downtime?
I think Ager finds a post, and he practices his bite attack against it.
Nice.
King. Rilk will just kind of like find a place to hang out, get some rest, eat some food, prepare for the end of the world, and maybe rock golems to fucking show up at our house.
Yeah, Mundo would just be walking around, kind of looking at stuff, and occasionally picking a bug off the floor, off the wall, and just shoveling it in his mouth.
And the chosen one?
Henry will pull out his philosopher's tablet, review it a bit, and think, did it really all mean anything?
Well, we shall find out very soon. I think now is a good time to take our break, as we're almost at that point anyway. And we will finish this up. Well, grab yourselves some Dr. Pepper, folks, and join us for the end of the world.
All right. BRB, boys.
All right, folks, we are back, and night has fallen on Cravenford. Henry, you and the others make your way towards the temple, where people begin to gather. When you get there, it's early, and you notice that a couple of the Blighted Bulwark are standing guard outside, and they don't appear to be permitting anyone entry.
Hey gang, how's it going out here?
You can tell they are not too pleased to see you, and you start to get similar comments to those when you were at the barracks. Very snide comments. Oh, look who's showing up, or oh, it's the chosen one, come to save us at last.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, are you gonna let us through, or just sit there and gab all day?
They eye you guys up and down for a moment. You see that they kind of grab the pommels of their weapons for a moment, kind of thinking, but they think the better of it, and they escort you guys in. They open the doors to let you guys pass.
Yeah.
Ager unclenches his jaw. I was about to get in someone's face and bite it, but all right, fine.
All right. When you enter the temple, you can see that as of right now, none of the townsfolk have been let in. It is just the group of you that are in here right now. And what you see probably startles you to some degree. Whether or not it's surprising, I'll let that kind of be up to you. But when you get in here, you see that there are several of the Blighted Bulwark guards in here. And you also see that Captain Graft is in here as well. He is fully decked out in all of his armor. And you see that the guards that are in here all have weapons. Some of them have them out, some of them just have them sheathed, but they are armed as well. At the front of the temple, you see that Graft is standing near the deacon. The deacon is down on her knees, and you can see that Captain Graft is clearly like either getting finished like having a conversation with her or saying something to her as you guys enter. And he turns and looks at you guys from across the temple. You dare come back here?
Yes, as we always do after a mission.
After a successful mission, by the way.
You call this success? The world's turning to ash. You've done nothing but hasten our doom. She's done nothing but hasten our doom. And he points a accusing finger in the deacon's direction. She does not say anything. She keeps her head bowed.
Well, what did you do to stop it?
Says we were never given the chance to do anything. We're forced to sit on the side while you took all the glory. You stole the Becklur's favor, and now we all die because of it. And you see he unfurls his flail that he has at his side, and he kind of like pulls the chain taut, and he looks at you, Henry, and he says, "Tonight, this witch will be the sacrifice to the Becklur. We will save our town, we'll save ourselves, and you and her and the rest of these rotten cretins can die." And with that, we're gonna switch it to a new map and roll that initiative.
There we go. Players first.
Yeah.
Heroes, is Kyle not switching over?
Cool map.
All right. Well, you guys are up.
Oh wait, really quick before we get into it, does our brief reflection before this count as a short rest? Catch your breath. Have a drink.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
Noise.
A few more hit points.
Alright. Ager's gonna go for this guy over here. I don't have the best equipment, so.
Yeah. So these guys are members of the Blighted Bulwark. Looks like, a couple of them have obviously joined with the captain and have turned traitor.
Very cool. Rilk's gonna walk up here with his trusty battle axe and shield, and he's gonna try to cast Death. Death.
Yes.
Most deaf.
Most deaf. Success. Okay.
Oh jeez.
Let's read what this bad boy does. Where are you, Death?
You wouldn't want to know that beforehand.
No, I've definitely read it before.
We've had it come up. I'm just
Yeah.
Just
I believe creatures within 30 feet take up to 4d10 damage.
it's a total of 4d10 damage.
Right. Total of 4d10.
Okay. How much?
Let's roll them.
Ew, 2 1s.
Yeah, 16 damage. So.
It's how many creatures?
Where is it? Hold on. Trying to find it because I don't have the scroll anymore. All creatures within 30 feet lose a total of 4d10 HP. So how we determined it last time was just previously it would be enemies, and then if there were allies after, they would take it, and it would just count down the 4d10 like sleep in D&D.
All right. Well, if that's how we did it before, then that is how we will do it again. Then 16 damage will be enough to drop the first 2 that are nearby. Your spell
Would it be
goes off.
this one instead? Because I didn't want to take Tyler's guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
There, old mate.
Well, you fucking got me, Doc. That's not wrong.
All right. Who's next?
I'll knock out an attack. I gotta do the bite attack. What is the DR for these homies?
They are DR 12 with D2 armor. They've got light armor on.
So that is that 14 then? Or that's minus 2 damage. Got it. All right.
Yeah,
It's a
minus
D2, so minus up
Got
to
it.
D2.
All right. All right. Get a shit roll anyway. All right, I miss. All right, and on here's the D6 for the free attack. So on a 1 or 2, they get a free attack on me, which is 4. So good for now. All right.
Okay. All right. Henry and Mundo.
Oh, that was weird. Well, anyway. Oh. What is attacking that guy? I'll wait.
All right. So you guys can see there's steps right here. You have to go around to get to the top. This part that Graft is on is elevated.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Mundo rushes forward to attack the guard on the right, who's guarding the stairs. Their armor is D2.
Oof.
That is a natural 1.
Big oof.
Oh no.
Okay, using an omen. All right, sounds good.
It's like typing in all caps.
That's...
Fuck me!
We should do a session where that's how we have to communicate.
Oh man, that would not be great.
Hey, it's whatever you can shout out in short sentences. It'd be like a real combat. Oh my god, it was almost another 1. Okay, but it's an 8, so you whiff, but you don't get a critical failure. Okay. And Henry. Oh, I guess I'll share the artwork I found for these guys.
Oh, I guess I'll rush up. Ah!
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what it
gross.
says on on his head. I'm not sure what that first letter is.
T?
Yeah, is it backwards?
It's
Tate.
backwards. What does it say? Tater?
Tater?
Tater.
Tater is my
Yeah.
guess.
Taters.
He calls me Tater.
You know, boil them, mash them, stick them in a
Stick
stew.
him in a stew.
Maybe it's TAOGR?
It must be Swedish for something.
Oh, I wonder if it is. That'd be cool. All right, what you got, Henry?
We're doing violence.
Here I go killing again.
Kill the chosen one.
And the Chaos Blade.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that's a good hit.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Or
9
10
damage cuts the guard down in one fell swoop. All right. Well, the guards will continue their assault here, and the ones that were outside come rushing in through the back. There was 4 of them.
Oh, we should have just killed them.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we probably should have.
All right. So Rilk, 2 of them are running at you.
Yeah.
One of them is going to go double team Ager, and the other one is going to open up with a crossbow. So Ager, you have 2 attacks coming at you. These guys draw melee weapons, short swords or clubs. They are DR12 and do D6 damage.
all right.
I got a nat 20 for my first one.
Ooh, okay. Same for you, Rilk. They've got hand weapons, basically.
All right. Looks like my armor protects me from the first one.
Nice.
Second one.
So no, I am clumsy, so all my tests are at a modified DR. Not in my favor, but I have a lot of armor, so I take 0 damage from that second one.
I'm going to use an omen to just negate the crit.
Wow, critical failure and you still take 0 damage.
Yeah. So I just don't want my armor to get worse.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
All right. And then the free attack against homie who thought he was hot shit. So they're DR 12, right?
Yes.
And D1D2. Still hit. 2 damage.
Okay. Not much, but it's better than nothing.
It's respectable, respectable.
And Ager, did you block both of them?
Yes, I did.
Oh, look at
Nice.
that. Oh yeah, you failed, but you just took
No,
no
but I didn't
damage.
take any
He
damage.
also has heavy
yeah.
armor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Heavy armor shield,
with
boys.
Shield, baby.
Every guy is armed with a Chaos Blade now.
Oh, okay.
This game is stupid.
It was a little unfair, Green Dragon moment, but okay.
Yep, here it comes. Okay. I couldn't even see Henry. Okay, so over here, these other 3 remaining guards. Here, let me get rid of the dead ones here so they don't clutter up the board too much. Okay, that's better. The other 3 that are not engaged in combat all have crossbows. We're going to have 1 go for Mundo, and 2 of them at Henry. These are DR10. They're a little bit easier to avoid, but they do D8 damage.
Ouch.
That's brutal. First one is a dodge. Second one for Henry. Not as much of a dodge. I take 3
Alright.
damage.
A bolt strikes you in the back of the shoulder. Oh no! Mundo takes 8 damage. That's a headshot. He's got 3 health. Okay, yeah, you're definitely gonna need an omen for that one. Looks like his name is Mundo Henry on the screen. The omen from a 3 to a 19. Amazing. The bolt goes over your shoulder, grazing your cheek, but you are otherwise unhurt.
It's king.
Captain Graff shouts in anger and comes stomping over towards you. And he's going to jump down next to you, Henry. And as he jumps down, he brings the flail down on your head. He is BR... Where's his stats? Hold on. He is DR 14. He does D10 damage
Jesus.
with his Flail of Pain. He's wearing plate mail and he has a shield.
Cool. Well, here we go.
That's a foe.
Jesus.
That's a lot of damage.
7 damage.
DR 14. Crap. Guess I'm just gonna eat that 7 damage, I guess, for now.
I'll use an omen. Do you want to re-roll it, or do you want to reduce the damage by d6?
Well, actually, maybe that is a good idea. No, I'll do one for minus d6 damage.
Okay. Roll it up.
Because it's DR 14, so it's like even to miss all damage. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
1 hit point.
Ooh,
No, 5.
Nice.
Good.
That's what we like to see.
All right.
Chosen one.
So he's about to crush your skull, but instead it just grazes the side of your shoulder. I mean, it's got a lot of force behind it. It probably makes you stagger back a step, but it could have been a lot worse. And however, when it strikes you, there is this agonizing pain that ripples through your body, and you can see that the flail is kind of glowing this crimson color. Please give me a DR 14 toughness test.
Not this shit again.
Oh,
gosh,
nat 1. All right.
I'll use one of my omens to let him reroll that. That seems like a real bad thing.
Okay.
Okay. I used my omen on the previous one, just so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we're both on the same page there. Okay, here we go.
All right.
New toughness test.
Oh my god.
2. Okay.
Better than a 1, but
Your body is racked with painful spasms. This increases the DR of all tests by 4 for D3 rounds.
Okay.
3 rounds.
okay.
However, that is it for the traitors.
Cool.
You guys are up.
Why would that was you rolling? Is that okay? Never mind.
Yeah.
It just says the real.
Oh, yeah, why did it say
at
real?
the top?
Okay.
I was like, why did you do this to me?
Okay. I think I had his token selected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna cast Death again. Nat 20.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what? A force guides the power, preventing it from harming you or your allies and maxing any helpful effects on them. Okay.
Sick.
All right.
So
I'll say that it'll just do max damage.
40 damage.
You rolled a crit. I do honestly think though that it's supposed to just hit everybody in 30 feet for 40-10 damage, because that's seems
it
more
might. I don't
important
know.
to me.
Yeah.
But like, why would it not hurt your allies? This is Merkbor. However, that's okay. So 40 damage will drop 4 of these guys. So the 2 that you are fighting, the guy up on the stairs and the one that got up behind Ager, all just burst into ash and crumble into nothing.
Fucking sick.
Nice. And then I'm gonna run up. Can I go help Henry?
There is room right here.
Come on, Graft. See how much of a man you are.
Who's next?
Do another bite. I'll have another bite. Ka-chomp. Oh, come on. Roll some.
It looked like it was gonna be a 19.
Yeah, I know. Well, a bite and a miss.
Okay, roll your d6 for the counterattack.
gotta be funny looking. Me just chomping at this guy and just chomping air.
It's gotta be real scary for him.
Yeah, his morale's
okay.
gotta go down if he wasn't mentally insane.
All right, Henry and Mundo.
Yeah, Henry's gonna try to hit Graft with his Chaos
Okay.
Blade.
Now,
What's his
Graft
armor?
is only a D10 to hit because he's got such heavy armor, but he is D6 armor and he's got a shield which gives him another +1.
Okay, cool.
Do we get
So I'm
any
gonna put
bonus
down
for outnumbering him?
No,
14.
not against the
'cause I'm-
captain.
I don't know.
'cause I have a pain debuff.
Yeah, so you'd be DR
Ooh,
Okay.
that's not gonna matter. Not
Yeah.
with a 2.
a wide swing, which he easily ducks. You scrape the side of the elevated piece that he's standing next to. There's some sparks. Mundo. All right, you can step over the dead guard. All right, 3-on-1 against Graft. He's surrounded. Captain Graft is a DR10 to hit, and he has D6 +1 armor. That is a 3.
Damn.
Wah, wah. All right, he easily parries that like it's child's play. And the bad guys are up, so Tyler, you will have one guard attacking you in melee. And I think this one is going to come up and try to stab Mundo in the back. And this guy is probably going to run around and try to get you, Rilk, to assist the captain.
Okay.
A little dodgy dodge for me.
All right.
I pass.
Nicely done. Mundo, I need a defensive roll from you, please. They are DR 12, doing D6 damage. Yeah, sorry, folks. Kyle is not speaking, but he's typing in chat right now, so we can see his character screaming commands.
It's like he took a vow of silence.
Yeah, I wish the rest of you
What a
could do
king. Dodging with a -2.
that. Wow,
Oh my gosh.
Look at you.
So fucking good.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna roll randomly to see who Graft hits because he fucking hates all of you. I mean, he hates Henry because he's the chosen one and he wants to be the chosen one. He hates Rilk because Rilk has survived more than one mission,
Yeah.
and he hates Mundo because Mundo dared try to attack him.
And
So-
Mundo's not even from here.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's attacking Mundo.
No!
Okay. Mundo, DR 14 to not get your skull crushed.
Isn't it the DR10?
It's DR 10 to hit him.
Oh.
To attack for him attacking you, he's obviously really good at that.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Oh, almost had it.
Only
You are hit, but he does D10 damage, Kyle.
D10.
Not D6. Dude, it's the flail pain, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you
You
have any
take
armor
4
Kyle?
damage. Oh, bye.
Do you have any omens left?
He does not, and he only has 3 health.
I can use one of my omens.
How many fucking omens do you guys have? This is bullshit.
We get like D4 arrest.
Oh, it must be nice.
Well, yeah. So I'll just
Are you-
reduce the DR of the attack by 4, because if I roll a 1 to reduce the damage, you're still dead.
Okay.
So you pass.
All right,
Down to one
another
omen.
Another omen is burned, but Mundo lives,
Yeah,
and it is now your guy's turn.
Mm-hmm. Let's just gank Graft. I'm gonna
Don't roll in that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the very sharp Zweihander.
Oh, double Zweihanders.
Yeah, just do like a lariat, the wrestling move where you hit him in the throat, just double sides. Okay, so it's only a 10, which I think is cool.
Dual blade
It's got
action.
D6 +1 armor.
He's pretty thick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2.
That's
great.
not a 1 though.
Yeah,
Close.
that's still it. I'm also gonna hit him with my Zweihander, aka the Chaos Blade. That's a good hit. Gosh. 11 damage, but minus 7 for his armor and shield is 4.
Oh, max defense.
Yeah, what a king.
You won't win here, chosen one. Mundo, what are you gonna do? And Ager, obviously that guy's gonna continue to attack you. Or I'm sorry, it's your guy's turn. So.
I was waiting to go in order. I'm gonna miss again. That
Nice.
was my plan this turn.
Mundo did as well with a 4.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool.
Let's see if this guy hits me. All right.
Okay.
We're just chomping at each other.
Yeah. The I feel like I should move this guy just to make it more dynamic, you know. So he is he's gonna attack you again, Tyler. This guard. He's gonna try to smash you with his sword that he has.
Okay.
Tries to bash you in the face with the pommel.
All right.
And he hits for
Does he?
D6 damage.
2 damage.
He bleeds.
I got 2 omens. I'll use one. I'll take the D6 damage minus.
Sure.
So worth it. All right.
That's a 1, folks. You take 1 damage, but you are still alive. Well done.
All right, great. Very good.
All right, Mundo and Rilk, you are still being attacked by these guys as they are trying to assist their captain.
I feel. I take 0 damage though.
Nice roll. 6 armor.
Heavy armor, always so cool. Oh.
Mundo only takes 1 damage.
Whew.
That's lucky.
Yeah. Oof.
All right, and Graft is swinging at Rilk.
Yeah, baby. So 14. He's doing D10. Jesus. Yeah, he hits me. That's fine. That's not.
Oh, 9 damage.
6 damage. Because of my 3 armor. Okay. Okay.
All right.
And then the toughness test.
DR 14 toughness test.
Another 2. Okay, so everything's +4.
Oh, jeez.
For D3 rounds. 2 rounds.
Okay, jeez.
All right. Heroes. Make something happen.
I'm gonna heal Henry with the medicine box. Okay. Just big numbers, big numbers, big numbers. Fuck you.
Who's not
Henry, you
bad.
get 2 health back.
Brings me up to 10.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Which is enough to probably survive a graft attack.
I think this is your last turn being crippled.
I think so as well, which is good. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna stab him with the sword. Damn you, Graft! You were always a terrible leader.
Might as well tell him what you really feel, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, so close.
So close.
That's so close, but so far.
Mm-hmm.
Not great. Not great. Okay. Who's next? Well, Rilk, you already went.
Yeah, Mundo and
Comes
Tyler.
another bite. Oh, it's a
my
20.
gosh!
Oh my god, you got fucked.
Whoa.
Bitch.
He rolled a
Wait.
6 on.
No, they shouldn't have 6 armor, right?
No, they should have D2 armor, Tyler.
Oh,
Come on,
man.
Come on, keep up here. Come on.
Jeez.
I don't know how I reconcile it.
You
Just
roll a D2.
Roll a D2.
Alright.
Easy peasy.
So 8 damage from the crit. That's pretty legit. So it's going to be 6 damage.
Oh, that's much better.
He is hurt. You rip a chunk out of his shoulder. He screams in pain with blood dripping down his chest. He is still standing, but he looks terrified right now. As a matter of fact, I think that's worth a morale test.
Nice.
Which he stands firm.
Oh my god.
Cringe.
Okay. And Mundo, who would you like to attack? Graft or the traitor? That is a hit.
2 damage to Graft.
2 damage. Nicely done. Hold on, I have 2 Graft character sheets open for some reason. I'll make sure I'm keeping the right track of his health. Like, wait, he's not at max health. That's not right.
All of your damage is 0, boys.
Yep. You have to kill 10 of him. Sorry. You thought the demon was bad. Okay. Ager, this guard doubles down, and he tries to bite you. So he says, fuck it. And he's going to attack you again.
Oh, really? You think you're the bite master, huh?
Yeah.
All right. What sort of damage does his bite do?
Same thing.
D4?
D6.
Oh! He's got some gnashers, too. All right. I'm gonna dodge it.
All right. You get a good punch right across his jaw. Makes him spit out a few teeth. Rilk blocks. As always. Nicely done. Mundo. This guy is trying to stab you in the back. He's not giving up.
Oops.
Rilk, did you put your negative
-4? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, Mundo is hit for 4 damage. That is going to put him in the ground.
I only have 1 omen left, and I need to save it for me and Henry.
All right, so this guy drives his mace right into the back of Mundo's skull, and he collapses to the ground in a pile. Add him to the list, please. 3 Cretans remain. Graft now with only 2 targets. Low as Rilk, high as Henry. Rilk,
Hey, baby.
he's saving best for last. He's coming to kill you.
Okay, so normally it's a 14, -4, 18.
I believe in you.
Yeah, nat 20, baby, come on.
Oh!
You did it!
20! Oh my god! I'm not
Oh,
even mad,
God.
bro. That's so cool.
So
That's
cool.
awesome. I love it.
Can we get another nat 20, God?
Power uppercut as you're down on one knee about to die.
Yeah.
That's like when
I hit.
Optimus Prime fucking docks Megatron in the movie.
0
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, what do you want to do here?
Got 7 armor. There's no point now, yeah.
Oh, he rolled max on his armor. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. All right, you stand defiant. You strike him. Sends him off balance a little bit, but it seems his armor takes the worst of it.
For sure.
Is that everybody? I think so. Okay. Ager, if you'd like to continue your little duel over here.
Chompy.
Yeah.
They could really use your help right now.
I'm having fun dancing with this guy.
And Dan.
God fucking damn it.
Two.
You gotta be
Do you have
fucking
any other?
kidding me.
You got any items?
No,
you can
I have a
use here?
knife. I have a knife and heavy armor. I'm supposed to bite and not get hit.
You got any powers, maybe?
No.
I don't know. You got
No, I don't. I don't, Chris. Oh yeah, here, my power, illiterate, can't read scrolls.
Oh.
Beans.
What is this though? You have the shoe of death's horse. That's
Oh,
gotta
and
do
he-
something.
Oh yeah, I can use a horseshoe to hit him instead. He gets free attack on me. I rolled a 2.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oof.
Make
There you
your
go.
defensive roll.
There you go.
Okay. You
Ooh,
dodged.
dodges like a boss.
King.
What does the horseshoe do?
You can use it as a weapon. I
You are
read it
convinced this
again.
shoe came from the horse of death himself.
Sounds cool.
Oh,
One
I
in
guess-
6 chance it can instantly kill somebody.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, that's about as good as the fucking what was the dagger you
knife.
had to use.
Yo, we've had those pay off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess after 6 rounds of combat, it probably would have. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, Rilk, 8 damage on Graft. That one he feels. And he staggers back, bleeding, but not cowed.
Not yet.
Oh, I'm gonna get him, hopefully.
Come on. Crit, crit, crit. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. Oh, baby.
10 damage. Henry, how do you end Graft's traitorous ways?
It's like the story writes itself.
You grim bastard! You should have always given up your post while you had the chance. He's just gonna cut into kind of between the neck and the shoulder, trying to lop off his head, failing once, and taking 2 more swings at it.
Jesus.
He dies a very bloody, gurgling, brutal death. And I think that deserves a morale test for the traitors. Who
Damn.
are fanatical.
Yeah. All tracks.
Long live Graft! Alright, well, 1 on each of you. There's 3 guards left.
All right.
We'll see some big numbers there. Oh, Rilk. Woo!
Yeah, it's a good thing that armor pays off.
Getting chipped away!
Yeah. That's
1
like a
damage.
punch.
Dodges.
Alright. And, Ager? Need a defensive roll from you, please. Alright.
Another dodge.
Okay. Hopefully the last turn here, you guys can make something happen.
I'm no longer cursed because it's been 2 turns, thank God. The guy fighting me takes 5 damage.
Okay. He's the first time he's been hit, so he's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
up, but yep, he's hurt.
Chris, this Death's Horse shoe is ranged. May I still use it?
Yeah, I could say you back up and throw it at him.
All right. You
Make
got
an
me
agility
really angry now, Mike.
So what does this thing do? How does it work?
Well, it does D4 damage, and then on the roll of a 1 in 6 chance, the shoe smashes the skull, instantly killing small to medium-sized creatures. Returns to my hand like a boomerang. So I don't know what.
Oh,
the
and
1 in 6 is.
it's only DR10 to hit.
Yeah,
Too. Oh,
I
that's
should have
awesome.
been using it because it's DR10.
Okay. Well, roll a D6. If you roll a 1, he's insta dead.
Oh my god. Donk.
All right. Well, luckily the 3 damage. Oh, you didn't do any damage though because it was armor.
No.
How much armor do they have? Because if
They-
you rolled a d6 and got
They have
Oh, it
D2.
should be D2. I didn't change it yet. Sorry.
Oh, roll. He could die. He only has 2 health left, so you could actually kill him. And you don't.
Sounds about right.
He has 1 health remaining as you hit him with the
Oh
magic
my
shoe,
god.
magic horseshoe.
And it goes
No.
flying back into my hand like a boomerang.
That's still pretty cool, though.
Turns out it was just a really well-built horseshoe.
All horseshoes actually do that, if you didn't know.
The guy wanted to be a boomerang maker, but there's no need in Cravenford, so...
One of those crazy Australian horseshoes, yeah. No, that makes sense. That's why your guy has the accent that he does. Now I understand.
And all tracks!
You're actually Crocodile Dundee. All you've got is a knife.
A knife with a horseshoe.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that. That's so true.
All right.
The knife.
I think you guys are up.
Oh, I think Henry
God.
still has to go.
Should I just delete the guy now?
Yeah. Let's see, he's what, 12 1d2?
That ought to do it.
Taking, well, not that much. 3 damage.
Oh yeah, that's the first time he was hit too. So they're all still standing. And they will attack back.
Vent. Damn, boys.
Dodging.
Man,
Back
look at all these
dodging.
nice rolls. Boom.
Dodge.
Floating like a butterfly.
All right, 3 dodges in a row. Can you put the guards down?
I hope so.
4 damage from Rilk. That will kill the one you are fighting as you cut him down in the middle of the temple floor. You got the high ground with those stairs.
Yeah.
Southern guy.
And then I'll
Nope.
come help Ager.
All right, Henry with a miss. Just barely, but he ducks. Any omens left?
No, but I'll yell at him. Fool! Stand down or be cut down! As I swing over his head.
All right. Love it. Ager, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna ping that horseshoe one more time. Oh, gold!
Nat 20.
Nat 20 for 3 damage out of his 1 left.
Now,
He
can we also
is-
see if the
Yeah.
you roll another d6 and it just explodes his head like Doom?
Oh!
Yes.
He just lines it up like Hawkeye. Or what was the Colin Farrell's character, Bullseye?
Yeah, bullseye.
Fucking dead. All right, this last guy stands firm.
Damn, bro.
Henry, make your defensive
It was
roll. He
not
wants
a-
you dead. He gives no fucks. As a matter of fact, he's gonna pick up Graf's flail and swing it at you.
Ah. Was
So it'll
considering
still be
that.
DR12, because he's not as good as Graft, but it will be the D10 damage.
Oh shit.
Okay. Hey,
Whew.
Okay.
dodge. Oh, you fancy yourself captain now?
You damn straight.
I don't think so.
Oh, it was almost the 20, but I'm sure that'll be enough. Oh yeah,
Great damage, yeah.
6 damage. The final guard falls to the ground, and the traitors are defeated. Well done. At this, the deacon stands, and she walks down towards you. She says, "I knew you would come through, Chosen One. None can defy your wrath." She says, "Go now. Let the others in. 'Tis time for our sermon."
We shall see it done. But, should we move these folks anywhere?
No. Leave the traitors to rot. Let all see the power of the Becklure shall not be denied, and what comes of those who turn their back on our Lord.
Very well. Although I will gesture to Rilk and Ager, like, why don't you take the flail?
Throw it to Ager.
Sick. A
He
real
doesn't-
weapon.
He doesn't catch it, and he dies because it hits him.
Oh no.
Oh, it catches it in his teeth.
Oh yeah.
The chain.
Oh, this is way better than a horseshoe.
I'm just imagining that picture of a dog with a fucking katana in its mouth.
Dude, you need to draw some art of Ager with the fucking his knife in one hand, the horseshoe in the
horseshoe.
other,
Done.
and then
The
with the fucking
flail.
Flail in
flail
his mouth.
fighting the chain. Yes.
Done.
Oh my god.
So cool.
Tornado of death.
Yeah.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
That's a Morkborg character right there.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. So you guys open the doors to the temple, allowing everyone inside. And everybody packs in. They see the bodies. They realize what has happened, that people have turned traitor. And when they see that you guys are triumphant, them and the remaining loyal guards, are cheering and obviously grateful that you guys are all still alive. Now, at this point, everybody begins to file into the pews, and the deacon has Ager and Rilk kind of up at the front, kind of the standing guard as they normally do. And Henry, she has you up in front, and she stands above this thing. She walks over to address everybody with her hands up. She says, "Children of the Becklure, give thanks, for your chosen one has returned and delivered us from the traitorous Captain Braft and those that he has led astray. Let their corpses mark what happens when you turn from the Becklure's light." And everybody gives a chant that you do as part of your sermons, part of your prayers. She turns to you, Henry, and only really Ager and Rilk can hear this because she doesn't speak very loud, but everything starts to go quiet when she does. Everybody's straining to hear what she says, but really only the three of you can hear it. She turns to you, Henry. She says, "Chosen one, now is the time to make your choice." She puts a hand on either side of your face, like holding your face in her hands, like a mother would to a child. And you're probably a little bit taller than her, so she's looking up to you. And even though you can't see her eyes, you can't see her features under her mask, you get this sense of a pleading, perhaps desperate person when she speaks to you. "Will you give yourself up to the Becklure and help me complete this final ritual to save our world?"
Henry spits up a bunch of blood and says, "What do you mean now?"
Still holding your face. "You are the only one. You are the only one strong enough in mind, body, and spirit. You are our only hope. But you must give yourself willingly and unconditionally to his embrace." And she lets go of your face. She takes a step back, and she bows her head, and she drops to her knees, kind of bowing in front of you. Again, no one else has heard this except for Ager and Rilk, and you can see the look of indecision on Henry's face. And there's a murmur that goes through the crowd as they are straining to hear any bit of this conversation and wondering what is happening. Do any of you say or do anything?
Ager kind of gives him a look like, "Oh, no, if that's a good idea." As much as he can say that without words.
Do you mean to cast me to the crystal depths? 'Cause I don't think I'd be amenable to that.
He looks up at you, Henry, and she says, yes.
No, I say. If the Becklure wishes to consume me, then he should come up here and greet me face to face.
You can hear gasp through the chamber, even though they didn't necessarily hear what she said. Henry's voice probably carries over the crowd, and coming from the lips of the Chosen One, that probably sounds blasphemous to some of those gathered here. She says, very well. Then I will have to conduct the ritual without your assistance. She stands. She turns to the gathered throng, speaks once more. Tonight, we reach out to the Becklure. We must place all of our faith within him. And she looks over her shoulder at Henry for a moment, and then back to the group. The Chosen One will not be assisting us. We must make this happen ourselves. She then steps around over to the altar, and she begins to chant and pray, and everyone else starts to chant along with her, a prayer that everybody knows, and she begins to conduct her final ritual. I will need someone to roll a... let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry, no, she says, as she's walking up there, she beckons for you guys to join her. She has Rilk and Ager stand on either side of the altar, and Henry, she has you come over to the side. She says, even I must give part of myself to call upon the great power of the Becklure. And she holds out one of her arms to you, Henry. She's got her hand in a fist, her wrist face up, and she looks at the Chaos Blade, looks at you, and then looks at her arm. One clean cut, Chosen One. All the way. Can you do this?
Yes. And I'll give it a chop.
All right. Perhaps to everyone's horror, Chosen One draws the Chaos Blade, and with a double-handed swing, lobs off the deacon's arm right around the elbow. She lets out not a scream or wail, but certainly you can see the pain on her body language, and she tries to stifle a shout of pain as much as she can. You see the candles begin to grow brighter, and you can hear the roll of thunder from outside. The light from outside darkens even more, and it seems you can't even see. It's almost as if a blacky inkness, or a blacky ink whirls and rolls over the chapel, the temple. The altar begins to glow, and you can see the blood pooling from her severed arm begins to sizzle. She then holds out her other arm. Henry, she says, a little bit more weakly this time, without your sacrifice, the Becklure needs more. And she holds out her other arm.
I guess what I'm gonna do first is like walk around to Graf's corpse and throw him on the altar.
Okay. You can see that the deacon is struggling to stand. Her legs are beginning to shake. She's kind of swaying. You can tell that between the pain, the blood loss, and her trying to concentrate on this ritual, that there's not much time left. What do you do?
I'm gonna hack at Graft a bit more and get get blood to spill over. This is the ritual of strength, and so I'm told Graft was the highest among us.
He falls to one knee, and you can hear the desperation in her voice. It must be a willing sacrifice, chosen one.
But
She's trying to hold up her left arm as straight as she can, but you can see she's trembling. Rilk, Ager, do you guys do anything? Say anything?
I'll go up and sort of like put my arm out too, like, oh no.
I'll go up and hold the deacon, and I'll hold her arm out for Henry.
Henry, you have two arms before you.
I'll hit the deacon's arm.
All right. Whether through sheer determination or perhaps not really realizing and slowly being overwhelmed by pain, she barely makes a whimper as you sever the other arm. The flames on the candles grow brighter, and you can feel something, another presence gathering, looming over you. All of you feel this. Do you do anything with Rilk's arm?
No. I'm actually gonna try to staunch the bleeding from the deacon.
She kind of ignores you, heavily leaning on Ager, and she continues the final syllables of the chant. I will need, I think it's only fitting that Henry rolls this. She has finished the spell. I need you to roll a d8, and we are going to add a total of +3 to this roll, and we shall see what happens.
Boy. 28 plus 3. 6 plus
9?
3 is 9.
Pretty good, I hope.
Maybe.
9.
That's a 75%.
Okay, let me see what we have here. I don't have the art in game, so I'll share it with you guys later. The ritual seems to complete as the life drains from the deacon. You can see her blood pooling, sizzling, almost seems to be drawn towards all the candles and the altar. Begins to make a swirling pool of liquid in front of the altar, right here in the center. The thunder around grows louder, but the windows of the church are completely black. But you can hear the sounds of a black salt storm raging outside, tearing at the rotting oak. From this pool of writhing liquid and blood, you see a ghostly figure begins to emerge. Its body almost looks like something that's wearing a single long gown from shoulder to foot. Almost like a huge cloak. It's dripping. It looks putrid in some sense. And it looks like prisms of water that are interlocking within themselves to make up this creature's body. The head looks vaguely humanoid in shape and size, but to all of you it looks like it's a skull with no flesh, it's just bone. The mouth, though, looks like something more akin to a monster, a large maw, almost kind of shaped like a shark's jaw, with large serrated teeth. There is a hole, a nasal cavity, on the skull, as you'd see on a human, but where the eye sockets it is solid bone. There is no eyes, no eye sockets. From basically the nose up, it's just a solid dome of bone. As this happens, the sound of crashing waves and water begins to bang against the sides of the rotting oak. And as the creature grows larger and taller, the deacon finally collapses to the ground in a pool of blood, unmoving. Waves begin to tear apart the great rotting oak. Water begins to seep in. People begin to scream and panic as quickly the lower area where they're standing begins to fill with water. Some people are dragged under by raging turrets and unseen forces. Others manage to pull themselves out and are banging at the doors of the temple to no avail. Eventually those two begin to break at the seams, and you can see streams of water pouring through. In some cases, it seems the water itself is bubbling or acidic, and people screaming as it comes in contact with their skin. You see a wave overtake a section of pews, leaving behind just charred, melted bodies, still half screaming and dying as they are disintegrated. Ager, you feel something sink into your leg like 1,000 knives, and although you can't see anything in the water, for it's too dark, it feels like some sort of creature has grabbed your leg, and you scream in pain as you are slowly dragged under the waves, and you feel more teeth begin to rip at every part of your body. Rilk, as you perhaps shout and try to assist Ager you can feel something coiling up your ankle and then up your legs. And you can feel the slimy, tight binding of what you guess might be seaweed or some sort of underwater plant grab your legs, and then more of them just from out of nowhere burst from the surface around your wrists and begin to pull you under. And as you look at Henry, and as you let out a scream, more of these weeds and vines bury themselves down your throat,
Jesus.
choking you as you're pulled under. And Henry, you see all of this chaos ensuing as the walls of the great oak are torn down and the room is completely filled with water. The creature turns towards you, and everything around you seems to go dark. The lights feel like they're dimming. The candles are gone. This blackness that's on the outside of the temple seems to just coalesce around you in this creature. And its maw opens up impossibly wide. The creature is so huge at this point, it's unfathomable that it would even be able to fit in the building, let alone the city, the town. And this great empty blackness that is its mouth just envelops you and snuffs out your life, and the world ends. That is how your tale and that of our dying world concludes. Well, there you have it, folks. That is our Merkbor campaign. Gentlemen, congratulations. I guess.
What a blast.
We won?
Yeah, we won. But in
job.
a victory, Henry will pull out his sword and
I
scream
use an omen.
"Ah!" as he dives into the blackness. Once more into the breach.
That's it. The world has ended by the hand of the Becklure, and not the Black Salt.
No need to thank us, everyone.
Yeah, just doing our part. Fuck you, Graft.
Well, I don't think there's really much more reason to hang out and drag this out, folks. That has been Merkbor, 12 weeks of the Doom Metal RPG. I hope you have enjoyed the craziness. We're not going to really do a review this time. This was meant to be more of a fun little side game before we get back to some of the usual nonsense around here. But
Yeah.
I'm glad we played, man. It was
Oh
interesting.
yeah, that's a great system. This is like, you probably can't go for like a year and a half playing Morkborg, but for like 12 weeks or
This is very refreshing.
a few
Yeah.
sessions, it's absolutely like a nice breath of fresh air for sure.
Palate
Yeah, like-
cleanser.
Yeah,
Quick
They-
dungeons, crazy stuff happening.
yeah.
They
The
do.
rules aren't insane.
They do actually have rules for the miseries where you roll a D100 instead of, D6s or D4s.
Oh wow.
If you want the game to basically last forever. But
Yeah.
so I think in the description it says years of pain is how they describe it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we went through all of the published material except for one adventure, and then the one that was the mansion, that was one that I generated using the generation rules for dungeons. And obviously Cravenford was all of our own stuff. So yeah, that's all we got, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out. I want to especially thank our northernly friends up in Norway, Denmark, and all around there. Sweden, of course. Couldn't do it without you guys. Hope you. I'm assuming that's why we've had. I meant to say at the beginning of our session. Last week was our best week ever for the show, and we usually average around 400 or 500 downloads a week. But last week we were up over 300 downloads to a total of 730. I don't get the breakdowns of all that that much. Just whether or not we're, which countries we're in the top ones for. But yeah, as always, our European friends and listeners, thank you so much. I know you guys are a big part of this, and I hope we continue to entertain you, and we've given Merkbor some justice here. So we will be taking a week off in the real world, as next week here in the real world is Gen Con, but there will be no break between sessions here. We'll be right on to the next thing, and after this, we've got quite a few treats coming up. As I pull up the schedule here, next time, I am finally going to take a step back from the GM's table and take a step out from the GM screen and let somebody else take the reins here, because I need a fucking break. And I've got a lot of shit to get ready. So, next time, our friend Adam, who has been on the show a couple times over from the For Glory podcast, he is going to be running myself, Kyle, and Sean through a 2-session game of Delta Green, which is kind of like X-Files meets Call of Cthulhu, as far as I understand. So, something very different. And then after that, we will be right up to Halloween by the time this is all airing. So we're going to have 4 Halloween specials throughout the best month of the year. Each week we're going to do a different one-shot session. We're going to start off with Sean running a one-shot of Alien. Yeah. And then we have... the next week, myself, I'll be running Alien Trojan Horse, which is the latest one-shot from the latest novel, Enemy of My Enemy, the trilogy that they've released from, I think it's Titan Books. So we're going to run that. And then the week after, Kyle is going to take his first crack at GMing ever. He's going to be running us through the Halloween special, Hell Rides to Halt, a Warhammer fantasy RPG one-shot they released a couple years ago for Halloween. And then we're going to finish up the greatest holiday other than my birthday with a session of the Zombicide Chronicles RPG. So we're going to have some rotating cast here. You'll see Frog, Eric, Sean, Kyle, Adam, my buddy Tim, who was the GM of my Every Other Monday Night Warhammer game, is going to join us for a couple sessions. Scar's going to be back, and maybe some guys from his channel. We might see Tyler, depending on his schedule. Ernie might stop by, so we're going to have quite a lot of crazy shit going on. And once Zombicide and Halloween is over, we are going to have Adam step behind the GM screen once more, and we're going to be playing a short Shadowrun campaign. We're finally going to delve into some cyberpunk here. That'll probably last a couple weeks, maybe 2-3 months at most. Probably about the same length as Merkbor was, give or take. And that'll probably take us right through the end of the year, maybe beginning of next year, we'll see. And then we're going to dive back into Alien. I'm going to be running our gang through Heart of Darkness, and then we're going to do the Colonial Marine campaign. So we got tons planned for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. And we're going to be switching up a lot of things here to give you guys a nice deluge of variety and exciting things. So stay tuned, because we got a lot going on. So that's all I've got for you fellas. Anything you'd like to say before we call it a night?
No, it was just it was a blast. Thanks for running, Chris.
Yeah, definitely one of the easiest RPGs I've ever had to run. I will give Merkbor props for that, because I did not have to spend nearly as much time. Granted, I used a lot of pre-published stuff, but even running the game was a lot less stressful than usual, so I recommend it.
It was such a great time. I just will echo that thanks. It was so much fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, our final count here. Let's see, we've got, let me count up our dead guards really quick here. 26 characters you guys have
Ooh.
gone through.
Right? Over half, right? You started with 50?
Yep.
Nice.
So, yeah. 26 character deaths in 12 weeks. That's a pretty good run.
Yeah, we're ahead of the curve.
Pretty good for this game, yeah.
Yeah, so Kyle says, great running it, Chris. It was a blast and hilarious.
Wonderful. Love
Yeah,
it.
it's been incredible.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for playing. Thank you all listeners for stopping by, and we will see you on the flip side. Same time, same place. Nighty night.